So today I'm going to read to you a book called Snow Day. Some of you are used to the snow. Some of us are not used to the snow. But look at these characters. I think they're having a great time. The book is written by Patricia Lakin, and the pictures are done by Scott Nash. Snow Day. Look, said Sam. Where? Said Pam. Outside, said Will. Why? Said Jill. Oh, Jill's still in the bath. Look at these big letters. S-N-O-W. Snow, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Look, they're all looking outside, and it's so exciting to see the snow. Long undies, said Sam. Boots, said Pam. Mittens, said Will. Scarves, said Jill. You gotta be warm. You don't want to freeze outside. Look at the next big word. Sleds. S-L-E-D-S. Sleds, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Oh, look at their faces. Their expressions say that they are so excited. They're happy for the snow. They're happy for the sleds. We forgot, said Sam. Our helmets, said Will. Our goggles, said Jill. Oh, they're asking, what? What did we forget? They need those. They need that to protect themselves. Ready? Said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. They've got their goggles. They've got their helmets. The yard, said Sam. The walk, said Pam. The drive, said Will. The hill, said Jill. Yes, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. They're going to do it all. Stop, said Sam. What for? Said Pam. What now? Said Will. What's up? Said Jill. School, said Pam. School, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. Oh, school. Yeah, I got to think about that. We can fix it, said Sam. If we scram, said Pam. Let's hurry, said Will. Let's go, said Jill. Now, said Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. I wonder what they're going to do. They threw down their sleds. They ran inside. They took off their mittens. They took off their boots. They took off their goggles. They took off their helmets. They took off their scarves. They ran to their phones. They phoned in the news. This is Principal Sam, said Sam. This is Principal Pam, said Pam. This is Principal Will, said Will. This is Principal Jill, said Jill. Snow day today, they all said. It was said on the Croc-O News. So now all these people are in the newsroom and they're all saying, wait a minute, here we go. Got it in. No school today. It's a snow day. All schools are closed, said the news. Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill smiled. Wonder what they're going to do next. You got it. They put on their scarves. They put on their helmets. They put on their goggles. They put on their boots. They put on their mittens. They ran outside. They picked up their sleds. They ran up the hill. Whee! Sang Sam, Pam, Will, and Jill. And they sledded and sledded all day. So they had a great day. Can you believe that? Those were the principals of the school, and they made sure that school was closed. The next winter story I want to read to you, The Penguin Who Wanted to Fly by Catherine Vase. Look at the pretty snowflakes. The Penguin Who Wanted to Fly, the title page. Flip-Flop sat on his favorite thinking rock, and he looked up at the sky. I wish I could fly, he said to himself. Flip-Flop stood up. He looked down at his wings and flapped them. Nothing happened. Flip-Flop couldn't fly. That night, Flip-Flop had a dream. He dreamed he was flying. It was so quiet and peaceful up there in the starry sky. Look at him dreaming. The next morning, Flip-Flop had an idea. Well, he would make himself some wings. Can I help? Asked Polar Bear. Flip-Flop climbed on top of Polar Bear and flapped his wings. Flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flap. And what do you think happened? Flop. Oops, said Flip-Flop. But it didn't matter because Flip-Flop had another idea. Just the thing, said Flip-Flop as he pulled out his special helicopter cap from his dress-up trunk. There it is. Goes around and around. Wonder if it's going to work. Look at the words. Just like the cap, he spun around and around and around and around and around and around, spinning faster and faster and faster and faster until he spun out of control. Ouch! Cried Flip-Flop as he flopped to the ground. I feel very dizzy. I would too. That night, it snowed. In the morning, Flip-Flop was very excited. He had thought of another idea. He would build an airplane out of snow. A snowplane. Flip-Flop was very pleased with himself as he climbed in. There he is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He waited for his snowplane to take off and waited. And waited. And waited. Oh dear, Flip-Flop sighed as the sun came out and melted his snowplane. But it didn't matter. Flip-Flop had another idea. A better idea. He got a balloon and he tied a piece of string to it. The balloon floated upward, and so did Flip-Flop. I'm flying, said Flip-Flop excitedly. I'm really, really flying. And he was. Until pop went the balloon. Flop went Flip-Flop. Poor Flip-Flop. I'm never going to fly, he cried. Polar Bear gave his friend a hug. He needed one. Come with me, he said. Polar Bear gave Flip-Flop a gentle push down their favorite slide. Whoosh! Flip-Flop whizzed down the ice. Oh, that was fun. Whee! I'm flying, squealed Flip-Flop. But then, splash. Oh no, he fell in the water. You can tell because look at the fish. Help, cried Flip-Flop as he crashed into the sea. Oh, I bet it was so cold. But it was peaceful. It was very peaceful and quiet down there under the sea. There were lots of fish and other floaty things. Wow, said Flip-Flop. This is just like flying. Flip Flop couldn't really fly, but that didn't matter because Flip Flop could swim. In fact, he figured out he could swim beautifully. And that made him happier. So he was able to do things that he wanted to do. Maybe not fly, but he could swim. Hope you enjoyed the book.